Hello everyone and welcome back to Life Transformation UK, or if you are here for the first time, welcome to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben and it is my mission with this channel to help you achieve your freedom through confidence. And today I want to talk about why false confidence, or why faking it till you make it, is not necessarily a good thing. And I want to share with you 4 dangers of faking it till you make it, and then 4 ways that you can actually go about building true inner confidence in your life. So if you're excited to learn more about why false confidence is bad for you, then make sure that you watch this video all the way through. If you do enjoy this content, make sure to leave a like on the video down below, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, with the channel growth, and letting me know whether or not I'm doing a good job with these videos and whether or not you enjoy them. Now, I've said for quite a while that faking it till you make it is not necessarily a good strategy when it comes to building confidence, and I haven't wanted to go too much into detail before because I've known for quite a while that I'm going to be making this video. So in this video, I want to share a little bit about why faking it till you make it is not necessarily the great strategy that it is made out to be. And I get why faking it till you make it is such a popular strategy, because it is very, very simple and easy advice. But unfortunately, most of self-improvement, especially when it comes to building up confidence, is not going to be a hugely easy path. There's a lot of hard work that needs to go into it. And that is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. But first, I want to share about the 4 main dangers, the 4 main problems of false confidence and faking it till you make it. Okay, so the first problem with false confidence is that we are not teaching ourselves the right things. What we're doing when we're faking it till we make it is that we are teaching ourselves the ability to act, and we're not actually teaching ourselves the skill of confidence. Because if you think about it, confidence is a skill that can be learned, and it is a skill that can be practiced. But when you're told to just fake it until you eventually just one day magically become confident, all you're actually practicing is not actually being confident. You're just practicing acting like you're confident, and that is not necessarily going to get you to a place of true confidence. Because something will happen and you won't know exactly how to fake your way through it, and that is actually going to knock whatever confidence it is that you actually have for a massive loop. Think about it this way: if you were working in a job that you actually didn't know what you were doing in it, and you thought, well, I'll just fake my way through this job, it'll be no problem, I'll just fake it till I make it, because one day I'll actually know what the job is going to be about. So you commit to faking it rather than actually learning about the job and improving yourself in that way. And one day you get asked in a meeting how a specific process works, and you have absolutely no idea. Now, of course, you can try to blag your way through it, but that is going to be seen through, and it's going to be seen through really, really easily. When in reality, the easier thing to do would have been to actually learn about the job, practice how to get good at it, and move forward from there. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So when you are just faking it till you make it, you're teaching yourself the wrong skill. You're teaching yourself how to act rather than to be. And that is definitely not going to lead you to a place of true inner confidence. Okay, danger number 2 of faking it till you make it is that faking confidence is actually reinforcing the idea that you are not confident. Because if you think about it, people in the world who are actually confident, people who have true inner confidence, do not need to fake it. In fact, they don't even need to think about it. It's just who they are. It's an expression of who they are as a person and who they believe themselves to be. A confident person genuinely believes that this is who they are, that they are this confident person. And for you to be faking it, what it is actually doing is that you are reinforcing on an unconscious level that you are not confident, because faking confidence is a behavior of somebody with a lack of confidence. I hope that kind of makes sense. It's pretty much for this reason that I don't like affirmations either on the whole, because when you are affirming certain things such as I am happy, I am confident, I am this, I am that, your brain is going to reality check you on it. And when your brain reality checks you on it and finds out that it's a lie, it's going to reinforce the fact that maybe you aren't happy, or maybe you aren't confident, or maybe you don't have all the money that you need in the world. So we want to be very, very careful about the things that we allow our unconscious mind to reinforce. And faking it till you make it, that's just going to reinforce the fact that you aren't actually confident. Okay, so the third problem that I have with faking it till you make it, with false confidence, is that it involves a lot of copying other people. And as I've said before on this channel, confidence is very, very different to every single person. We might kind of conceptualize confidence as maybe having that kind of James Bond swagger or something like that, but in reality, confidence for different people means different things. For example, my confidence is very much tied into being able to create businesses and being able to speak in public and being able to coach people, being able to help people. That is where a lot of my confidence is tied into. But for other people, it might not necessarily be that. It might be finding the confidence to express your emotions, or it might be finding the confidence to go and speak to that attractive stranger in the bar. Confidence is going to mean different things to different people, and it's going to look differently to different people as well. But with faking confidence, you're very much copying some kind of overall archetype of what people think confidence is supposed to be. And again, you start to practice the wrong thing, because whilst having that kind of James Bond confidence might be something that some people want, it might not necessarily be something that you are aiming towards. And by practicing that, you're again reinforcing the wrong things. You're trying to learn the wrong way to become confident. And I don't know what confidence means for you. I don't know what it would mean in your life for you to become a confident person, but I can be pretty sure that a mainstream conceptualization of confidence is not going to cover every single area that you need to, and that you would have to do some kind of self-discovery to know what it is that confidence means for you in order to work towards it. And finally, the fourth problem that I have with false confidence is that it is so easily seen through by other people. Now, I worked in recruiting for a couple of years, and it was very, very common for people to walk into the interview room with false confidence. Because you know that in a job interview, you have to present yourself in a confident way. You have to kind of put your best foot forward. So a lot of people walk into an interview trying to fake their confidence into it. They're trying to fake bravado or overstate their skills, exaggerate who they are, and it is very, very easily seen through because it looks unnatural. And even though oftentimes a recruiter might not have a good baseline for your behavior, it can be very, very easy to tell, because a lot of people actually are a little bit uncomfortable with themselves when they are faking their confidence. And I could go through all the body language and speech clues of people who are faking confidence, but I don't necessarily think that that would be a good use of your time on this video, as I am very conscious of the fact that I've already been talking about just the problems with false confidence for quite a while, but it's very, very easy to see through a mask of false confidence. And it definitely won't do you any good, because if you think about it, if you are faking confidence, what you are doing is that you are lying to other people and you're lying to yourself. And other people, and I'm guessing you as well, don't like it when they are lied to. Nobody likes to be lied to. So when somebody is projecting false confidence, it instinctively makes a person trust you less, because it is a lie. It's not being honest about who you are and what you're feeling. And honesty is a very, very important trait of confidence. The more honest you can be, the more confident it is that you appear. Now, this isn't to say that you should say everything that comes to mind, but just consider how people perceiving you to have fake or false confidence will make you look in situations like interviews or on a date or any kind of important life situation. So those were 4 problems I have with the fake it till you make it philosophy. Let me share with you 4 ways you can actually go about building genuine confidence. And the first thing is learning to accept yourself for who you are. Now, I appreciate that it is definitely not as simple as me just saying that you need to accept yourself, because it took me a long time to learn how to accept myself, to accept my flaws, my imperfections. I am in no way saying that it is an easy path, but it is something that you will have to learn if you are going to create confidence in your life. But when you do learn to accept yourself and to accept the reality that you are currently living in, and maybe there is a reality that you're not as confident as you want to be, once you can accept yourself and accept where you are right now, who you are right now, then you can work on taking the right steps towards becoming the person that you want to be and improving your life in that way. But if you're denying who you are and you're denying what it is that you feel and denying where it is that you are in life, then you're not going to give yourself the opportunity to move forward. And that's very much what the fake it till you make it philosophy would do. It denies where you are, it denies what you're feeling. So you have to learn how to accept yourself and your reality, and in that way you can start to move forward and create more genuine inner confidence in your life. Now, step number 2 for creating true inner confidence is to just start actually practicing real confident behaviors. Now, this is very different from faking it till you make it, because there are actual behaviors that you do need to practice. Speaking clearly, holding yourself with the right body language, not using fillers in speech such as and ah, which is something that I still have to consciously work on every day, smiling at people, making good eye contact, learning to read the room and what jokes to tell at what time, learning how to respond to people, learning how to listen. And these are all confident behaviors. These are all behaviors of confident people that you can learn and that you can practice. And the better you get at these behaviors, the more confident you'll become, because you'll be filling up your confidence toolkit with tips and techniques that make you feel good on the inside. It helps you to connect better to others, and that can only lead to an increase in your genuine self-confidence. So start looking into what are the behaviors of confident people and start practicing them. Start practicing what it would look like for you, not for other people, because then you start to veer into the faking it till you make it philosophy again, but finding out how you would express these confident behaviors and just practicing them on a regular basis. A good place for you to start with learning these confidence behaviors is in my previous video on confidence hacks. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I'll have that pop up in the banner above my head now, and you can check that video out when you're ready and start to learn how to practice those confident behaviors. Now, the third thing that you can do to start learning how to become more confident is to stop expecting yourself to be perfect. Stop expecting yourself to be confident all the time. The stark truth of it is that you are going to make mistakes, you're going to mess up, and it's going to happen pretty often, and that is absolutely okay. Sometimes you're going to feel nervous, sometimes you're going to feel shy, sometimes you're going to feel anxious, and all of these things are perfectly normal parts of life. And the truth about people who are confident is that they are not confident all of the time. Even I have situations where I am definitely not as confident as I would want to be. And that's something that I've had to learn to accept for myself. It's something that I can work on, and it's something that over time I will improve. But there are always going to be situations that are going to make me feel anxious, or that's going to make me perhaps feel a little bit insecure. But I know that I have the power to take control of my actions and to take control of how I respond to things. And because I know how to accept myself for who I am right now, I know that it's not a problem if I screw up or if I make mistakes, because it's all just part of life, and it's all part of the bigger picture of growing real confidence in your life. So don't expect yourself to be perfect. Don't expect yourself to be confident all the time. It's perfectly okay to make mistakes. And in fact, the more mistakes you make, the faster you're going to be able to learn. And that's something else I talked about in another one of my videos last week, which was how to deal with failure, how to deal with setbacks and disappointments. So That's another video that I will leave in the description below, and I'll have it pop up above my head as well. It's a lot of homework for you to do with this video, so make sure you check out those videos after this one. Let's move into the final step for how to create true inner confidence. And that fourth step is simply to learn self-compassion. Learn how to forgive yourself when you make mistakes. Learn how to not expect yourself to be perfect. Learn how not to berate yourself when things go wrong and to reward yourself when things go right. With self-compassion, it's all about treating yourself in the way that you would treat your best friend, because you are going to have to be your own best friend when it comes to self-improvement as a whole. You have to learn how to treat yourself right. Say the things to yourself that you need to hear. I'm not necessarily saying that you need to go down the radical positive thinking route, but learning how to forgive yourself when you make mistakes, or learning how to speak to yourself in a way that is positive, that's going to have a massive impact on your confidence. Because if you're always putting yourself down and berating yourself for making mistakes, your confidence is going to fall. So learning how to speak to yourself, forgive yourself for making mistakes, and developing the skill of self-compassion is absolutely essential for building more confidence in your life. So I appreciate that this video has gone on for a lot longer than I wanted it to, but thank you very much for sticking all the way through to the end. If you have enjoyed this video, then make sure that you do leave a like, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, the channel growth, and to let me know whether or not I'm doing a good job with creating these videos. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing with the notifications on so that you can be notified whenever I release a new video. I put out 3 videos a week. Monday is self-esteem, Wednesday is self-confidence, and Friday is more general self-improvement. So if you are interested in any of those topics, make sure that you are subscribed. Now, if you have any questions, or if you have any video requests, or anything you want to say at all, make sure to leave that in the comments down below, and I will do my best to respond to every single comment as soon as I possibly can. But otherwise, thank you very much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really appreciate you sticking with me for all this time, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos very soon and hearing more about how you are creating confidence in your life. So best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos very soon.